que ele não vai ficar aqui, não. Será?
Eu programei um vídeo lá pra mim.
Acho que o celular vai cair ali. Uf, será que ele fica ali? Já deu uma virada.
Capuletada ali. Rapaz, ela tava demorando, mas chegou aí. Você tá doido, moço? Acabamos de arrapar o bagulho da casa ali, olha como é que tá. Marcando até o saco. Aí ela caiu. Meu irmão chegou aí.
Saw that the Celtics were up by 20-something and said something along the lines of, well, you got an easy night. And I turned to her and said, well, they're probably going to lose this. And it's not that I'm Nostradamus. It's just that, John, I've watched this team, and this is who they are. A 25-point lead blown. It's 24 blown. The Knicks come back.
50 minutos até a obra. Cara, eu acho que ele vai cair aqui, né? Ai, ai. Tentei. Acho que não liga, não. Ele tá online no YouTube. Se colocar alguma coisa apoiando ele fica, será? Mas não.
Right. So Ollie did the granny shot. He did do the granny shot. Well, 41 points. He had 10 of 14 from 3. You know, on ESPN last night, they said that the Knicks were 1-2.
Deixei ao vivo lá no YouTube, né?
When trailing by 25 plus points in the game over the last 25 seasons. So that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that's a shocking statistic. Well done, ESPN.
Acho que não tem nada aqui dentro pra segurar. Ixi, já tomou. Vou pensar alguma coisa que eu posso pôr pra segurar ele aí. Acho que não vai ter nada.
It's the 6th time in 16 days that the Celtics lost a game where they're either tied or led in the fourth quarter. And once again, you had another case of the big stars of the Celtics absolutely disappearing.
Isso aí é leste também. Tinha uma poesia pesada pra pôr assim. Ficou pior, né? Tem que andar bem longe dos caras ali. Não para, não. Tem que andar bem longe do carro da frente. Se precisar frear, ele não para, não. Isso aqui tá sofrendo pra subir, parece.
eu tenho explicação. Não sei se faltou da aula naquela época lá. Foi na aula de ciência. Condensação, polarização, essa parada mais. Não tem? Uma hora que não é nem água e nem gelo. É isso aí.
Right. Miami of Ohio is owned by Serbia. I think 15 might have been Durante was the only star on his team here. Wasn't that Brad Stevens' first year? 15 or at 14? Am I wrong? Because they had the one bad year and then they started winning.
Bom dia, José Val. Já estamos a caminho. Pela estimativa aqui, 7h10 nós estamos lá. Deus abençoe.
That was a Brooklyn pick, yeah.
Val, é o nome do Bahia.
Is that yeah.
O nome do Bahia, parece que não tá gostando de chamar de
second season. That was the year where
Josival é um nome difícil demais de você lembrar quando chega perto do cara.
Josival.
Ô,
O nome desse eu preferia me chamar de Baiano, não. O nome é sempre me chama de Baiano, né?
cara, me chama de Bahia.
Juju.
Juju, é.
Well, even worse was what we were hearing from the team and the coach afterwards. Here is Robert Williams.
Ixi, caiu. Se tivesse uma tape, botava uma tape ali bem nas partes de cima dele, ele não voltava. Tem não.
What has Ime Udoka done to improve this team? I mean, we were told the team would be faster. We were told that they're finding a way to maximize the output of the stars, Jason and Jalen. They haven't. I was told that they would help be a better team defensively. What good is 3/4 of great defense when you're an absolute sieve in the final frame, as we've seen? I was told that Ime was a leader. Last I checked, all he's done is complain that no one else on the team is a leader. And if that's the case, isn't that the job of the coach to have to be that guy? Like, if you don't have leadership on that team,
Stallone.
Stallone, né? O Ramos também usava uns dedos, usava?
Usava. Stallone Cobra usava mais.
I think we can look at this and say, he's done nothing up to this point. It's been positive. No, that's for sure. And of course, it's not all his fault, but I mean, but nothing has improved. Yeah, I know. I mean, you can't ship out an entire team.
Muito escreveu que você tem que apresentar uma barata que os outros, né, cara? Ele faz milagre, tem uma coisa errada.
As aulas foram canceladas hoje.
How much does an NBA coach, how much are they responsible for comparatively with the college coach? He's 100,000 times harder, and you got to do this. So even Brad said, you know, how important coaching was and how important X's and O's were. Just X's and O's. I'm not even talking about, you know, personalities. You have to prepare for every team individually. So if that's all the case, obviously he's not doing a good job.
Calma,
he's obviously not doing a good job. And I'm sorry, John. I mean, the one thing, you know, you can take a look at when it comes to email.
Sem neve os animais já bate.
They brought him in. All I'm hearing from him is him calling out different players on the team for not stepping up.
Hoje nós saímos mais cedo e vai chegar bem devagarinho também.
And if by calling them out doesn't say anything, then when do you? Because it's starting to piss me off.
Se eu sair mais cedo, senão vai dar ruim.
No, right. And then at some point, you have to say something, and you have to do something, and you have to be vocal. hear it, what, at least once a week with this team from him?
Yeah, well, they're obviously not listening. I mean, they're obviously not listening to him. So when I asked Brad yesterday, he made a joke his message getting through, and I don't know
How many buttons you can press or switches you can throw to get. I mean, they're in position to win. I mean, they play defense. They played great defense for the first half and didn't play great defense in the second half. Amazing in the first half. Right. And then they started ducking under screens when Evan Fournier was standing out near the three-point line, and he got hot. That's the one danger you have. That's not a guy who's going to get rebounds or distribute the basketball or go to the basket and get fouled. He's a guy who's a shooter, and they let that guy get hot. And then in the fourth quarter, predictably, when you let a shooter like that get hot, he couldn't miss. They kept going under screens, and Fournier was wide open consistently in the second half. And the other part of it is, I mean, you got guys that have been in the league long enough, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and especially Al Horford. You got guys that shouldn't, shrivel up in the fourth quarter. They've been through enough of these where it shouldn't be a problem. And everyone other than Jason Tatum completely disappeared last night. Tatum did about as well as he could possibly do. He did as much as he scored the last 13 points, and every time he was finding guys that were open. Marcus Smart, obviously, you don't want him to take a lot of shots, but he missed a couple of wide open threes. Al Horford missed a couple of wide open threes, and Jaylen Brown completely disappeared. The shot selection was bad from everyone other than Tatum last night. Yeah. And Ime Udoka, you can say what you want. There are guys getting open shots in the set offense. They're missing all of them. He can't go out and take shots for them. I'm not keeping him out of the way of blame. He's partly to blame for this, but it's not all his fault. It's funny. There are guys out there that should be performing well that aren't. Fred, I heard Kendrick Perkins after the game, and I think even Forsberg kind of tagged on to this, and they were saying, you heard Robert Williams, you heard Udoka saying there's no leader out here. And Kendrick Perkins was like, well, it was supposed to be Al Horford. Al Horford was the guy. He was the veteran presence. As he said, you can't underrate the value of a veteran on a team. That's essentially why they're being brought in. Even more so than their scoring ability, it's just being the guy who basically keeps these guys in check because they've been there. But because Al Horford's not the guy, I think it was Chris Forsberg who followed up by saying, I'm at the point where you can't use the very young excuse with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You're stars. You've been to Eastern Conference Finals several times in the league long enough. Most of you have. You have, you've earned the stripes to have that respect to stand in front of that locker room. And even if you don't stand in front of it, at least act in a way that gets these guys to buck up in the fourth quarter because they continue to lose, and if they continue to have no leadership, then, you're going to need to make some sort of change.
Hey,
We asked this to Brad yesterday, and I said, how much more of this do you need to see until you realize you have a massive overall has to happen? And I'm hoping last night is just a massive exclamation point that says you can't ignore this anymore because it's just not going to get better.
You get to a point now where you expect them, like you did. I sat there and they were up 25 points in the first half, and I expected them to let that go.
Yeah, no surprise.
Every team in the NBA makes a run. There's no lead. I mean, you see it, whether it be you have a 20-point lead that's cut to 8 in the second half, or I expected the Knicks to make a run at it because that's the way the NBA is. But after it got below 15, I'm like, all right, they're more than likely going to blow this entire lead, and you have to hope that they make enough shots at the end to win. And more often than not, they don't. And they've blown there have been catastrophically bad losses all season long. I remember Philadelphia came back. I mean, the Knicks in game 1 of the season.
What was the stat there yesterday? I think they're like 2-10.
2-11 now.
It took me 2-11 on games 5 points or less. Yeah, where they including last night. Where 2-11, where they were within 5 points in the fourth quarter. No, the game's decided by 5 points or less. Okay, the Celtics are now 2-11 after last night. There you go. Well, listen, the Celtics get 2 spots. I give me spot. How? So we can go back to where, we're right there. We're bad teams. Well, at least you get a revenge game tomorrow night. The Celtics get to face Evan Fournier and his, I don't know, the sharpshooter.
Go over the screen. Imagine a loss, 108-105 to the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Jason Tatum scored the final 13 points for the Green Knights.
Olha que filha da puta, velho.
I don't know, we just got to better.
Like, we're not making active effort to lose these leagues. You know, we want to win.
Eu gosto liso desse jeito, ele sai bem em cima do carro. Se desliza, já era.
Patriots are missing Kyle Duggar at practice again yesterday. They visit Miami on Sunday. And Tampa Bay yesterday finally released wide receiver Antonio Brown. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by the Diamond Guild in Norwood. Engaging customers for over 75 years. Is 2022 your year? And shop where you get wholesale prices, a private setting, and time that's exclusively yours. Reserve at thediamondguild.com where New England gets engaged. I'm John Wallach of Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 7 o'clock. Visit the 99 restaurants every Sunday for Football Frenzy. Great dine-in deals like $5.99 full-size appetizers and 59-cent bone-in wings. If you're watching at home, order online for curbside pickup or delivery. The 99, always the real deal.
Could you imagine esports making it into the Olympics? It might not be as far off as you think. League of Legends, one of the most popular esports, will be in the 2022 Asian Games as a medal event. It's a huge step forward for the game and esports. Riot Games, developers of League of Legends, have said they're in talks with the various leaders at the Olympics, so it's very possible we may see esports in the 2024 Olympic Games. The latest esports and gaming news, find it online at checkpointxp.com. Make 2022 your year to glow. And Ulta Beauty's Love Your Skin event happening now. Upgrade your skincare routine and discover your healthiest skin yet. With up to 50% off daily beauty steals. From faves like Tula, First Aid Beauty, and Clarence. Feel your best with a skincare routine made just for you. But hurry, this event ends January 22nd. Shop in-store, online, or try curbside pickup today. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
The Honda HR-V CR-V Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. So contact your Honda dealer or shop online today.
Bob Beers here for Sports Etc. If you're looking for the best selection for everything hockey and more, see my friends at Sports Etc. 1303 Mass Ave in Arlington. Call Sports Etc. today at 781-646-1600. Home show season is here. Don't you love it? It's a great way to get home improvement ideas and save money on new projects. And this year, Window Nation is making it even better by bringing the home show back to you. Window Nation's virtual home show comes to you to show you beautiful ways to improve your home and offer you these limited time savings. Get 2 free windows in every 2 you buy with no limit. Plus, make no down payments, and pay no interest for 24 months. 866-90Nation or online at windownation.com/home show. Tell them Wall Extension. I've been telling you about Black Tree and Mover now for a while. It's the go-to staffing firm for engineering and manufacturing. Business has exploded for them, and they need to grow their team now to keep up with demand. So if you have recruiting experience, Black Tree wants to talk. Recruiters know time is money. So call Black Tree now. And if you set up a
Time is money.
get a $200 gift card to Strike Up Prime Steakhouse as a thank you for your time. So recruiters, give Black Tree and Mover a call right now at 781
Essa na palha.
3333. And again, immediately get you a $200 gift card to Strike Up at 781-932-3333.
Today's show is brought to you by Mimecast. Safeguard your organization against phishing, business email compromise, and risks of ransomware. Visit Mimecast.com. That's MIMECAST.com. Mimecast. Relentless protection. Resilient world.
If your car is no longer covered by a manufacturer's warranty, repairing it can break the bank. Rebuild, replace transmission, $3,200. And front brake system, $1,000. Rebuild, replace engine, $2,400. Truth is, once your warranty runs out, it's all on you. Every last cent. A vehicle service contract just makes sense. And a vehicle service contract contract from Toco Warranty makes the most sense. Many other companies hit you with a large down payment. With Toco, there's no down payment. And with Toco, you can pay as you go with affordable payments. Don't waste another minute. Pick up the phone and call Toco right now to start saving big money on expensive covered auto repairs. Prices vary by vehicle. The monthly price for most plans, about the cost of a tank of gas per month. Get your free quote now. Call Toco at 800-269-3400. That's 800-269-3400. 800-269-3400. Cancellation fee may apply, subject to eligibility. Washington, waiting period. Deductible apply. Coverage provided and administered by Warranty Corporation or its affiliates. Not affiliated with any manufacturer or dealership. Visit TocoWarranty.com for complete terms and conditions.
Is your mom a pasta mom? We are looking for England's best pasta mom. Tell us why your mom is the pasta mom in 88 words or less on the Sports Hub contest page, and she could win tickets to a game. Time and temperature brought to you by DuckDuckGo. Protect your privacy for free with DuckDuckGo. It is 28 degrees and it's snowing.
Ixi, não dá pra parar mais não. Já era, velho.
Passar igual, né? Vamos embora.
Control their personal information online. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Alguém deu uma no meio dela já. Alguém já deu uma no meio dela.
I just want you to go. I'm like, oh, 95, Sports Hub.
It's the Toucher and Rich radio program. And Rich, there wasn't just one team that lost yesterday, there was two.
No, the Bruins streak ends at 3 as they lose a strange one.
Bruins back in full strength. Polino swings it across. Fire, they score. Matt Foley with his first career NHL goal. He snapped it out of the slot just out of the blocker hand of Jeremy Swayman. And the Wild have a 3-1 lead here in Boston.
Well, in case you didn't hear in the broadcast last night, local guy Matt Foley was the guy who scored his first NHL goal last night. Couldn't say enough things about Matt Foley. Oh, man.
His family with filthy mouths. Did you see after he scored the goal?
Rapo Neve por aqui, né? O Rapo Neve por aqui com o cara.
Have enough camera shots of that family. They had 3 rows back in the low section. All the guys from Millis, all the guys from Boston College. Yeah, buddy! And they all had beers. They were all screaming and yelling. There is nothing that a hockey broadcast loves more than when a hometown
Garantir isso pelo menos umas 10 horas.
So proud of themselves when they went to high school or where they played might hockey or whatever the hell it's called. They have juniors, right? They're so proud of
Deus
themselves.
do livre.
More obscure place to better.
Onde eu vou é 25.
And last night you saw a lot of that, so there you go, Matt Foley.
$14 a hora é louca.
Your local hero. Well, not here because you're not on the team.
Pegando mais que o seu.
With the sheer amount of chaos around Trent
Os
Frederick.
caras, ó, por que você não economiza esses 14 aí e ganha sozinho ele?
Right there. That's just really one, Fred. Mike Hebert and
Another rebound and scrum.
that doesn't sound weird. No, just
Muito camarada.
But either way, late in the third cut at the top. No, that's not it. I read Bruins what? I have a Frederick cut talking about the referee. No, not talking. I want to play the fight. The fights he was in there. Well, either way, late in the first, Frederick earned an unsportsmanlike call for ripping off Zuccarello's helmet. In the second, Frederick boarded Kirill Kaprizov. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
According to the TV people, it was Kirill Kaprizov because the TV guy, because he was really cool, called him Kirill the Thrill. Now, I do have that fight here. If I have a 20-second.
Let's hear it, because I thought it was actually fun to watch. Let's hear Jen Surratt's too.
And Polino's going to drop with Frederick. An air point in the Bruins zone. Polino fights right-handed. Frederick with a couple of right hands. Polino gets stripped. Couple of jersey jabs for Frederick. Polino with a couple of right hands. And Polino with a right hand. Freddie goes down.
Yeah, he's not fighting his own teammate. That is Marcus Foligno, the brother of Nick Foligno, who is, of course, a guest of the Toucher and Rich show. And that one was an answer, if I'm not mistaken, to him boarding Frederick boarding Kaprizov.
Yes.
Which, by the way, did seem dirty, even though because Kaprizov was falling at the time. You had, of course, that Cassidy come out and say that he didn't think that was the case.
Yes, leaned into him a little bit.
Yeah, That was dirty. I mean, he jacked up his shoulder, you know, he ended up not returning.
Best player on the team, I think there's going to be a response.
Yeah, and you know what? But that's a team that responds when a team leader gets hit or hurt. That's kind of refreshing to see in this league. There's been a couple of times where you kind of wish for that later on. But I mean,